Every week we're going to be going over a show, a movie, and a game, and then a little bit of a bonus material kind of thing at the end. So every week we're going to have a guest. This week we're going to have David Sears. David, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Doing fine. Obviously, welcome to the show. How was your week, man, David?
It's been great, man. I'm so tired.
Yeah, it's been a tiring week. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into this. So starting off, we're gonna start off with talking about a new show that just aired last week for the first time. It's Last Resort. For those of you who haven't seen it, we're gonna be putting a link in the description to the trailer of the show, so you can go and check it out for yourself. But the basic synopsis of the show is there's a nuclear submarine carrying about 18 nuclear warheads. Missiles that are ready to be launched at any point in time, as well as a bunch of different kinds of other missiles and stuff like that, and they're given orders to attack Pakistan with nuclear missiles, but not really given a reason as to why, and it's using like weird channels and stuff like that, and they refuse, and it's pretty much them going on the run, so you'll have to check it out for yourself. But, David, what is your opinion of this show? We watched the first episode last week, we just got done watching the second episode this week. What is your opinion so far of this show? What do you think?
So far, this has the potential of turning into one of my favorite series. Like, there's been a lot of shows that don't hook me right in the beginning. This show, like the first 10 minutes, it already had my blood. I was like, come on, keep going. I was sad that the series premiere was only an hour. I mean, what premiere only is an hour? But
yeah,
whatever. It's been a great show, great actors. There's been a lot of the plot is great. It's original. It has a lot of openings for I don't know how many subplots.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Great action, everything about it. I just hope that it knows how to finish off their seasons well. Because if you don't finish, that's the most important thing, is finishing off your season well. If you don't finish the season off well, you're not going to get called back for the next season.
Yeah. Now, one thing I was actually talking to a friend of mine about last week after we watched the first series. I was saying this show looks like it has the potential to be the next 24 in the sense that 24 was extremely consistent in the amount of action, the amount of suspense that was just constantly pumping through the show. All 8 seasons long, it was amazing all the time. Like, it was great. I mean, there were obviously seasons that were better than others, but that show was great all the time. Do you think this show has the potential to be as great and as like audience grabbing as that show has been?
Well, unfortunately, I was never able to watch much of 24 because it came out when I was younger. Like when I was 13, and my parents were like, "No, you can't watch it. Get CD-14 and you're 13." But anyways, I was able to read reviews. I know it got great reviews, and I've seen a couple episodes, and I could tell there's the storyline was great from what I've seen. The action is great. Keith Sutherland, don't even get me started on him. He's a man. But I think it has the potential. It just needs to do what 24 does and leave it with good cliffhangers. Leave it with a good season. Don't go off track of what your story is.
Yeah, definitely.
You're not lost. You don't have the permission to do this.
Yeah. Although it is on the same network, so we're hoping for not weird things like Lost that just never get explained. What do you think about the show in regards of? I know a lot of people are concerned with just modern TV shows. A lot of time, what they'll do is they'll be really, really great for the first season or two. Like Heroes is a great example of that. Lost was really good for the first 4 seasons or so, and then they just kind of trailed off. And so I want to know, like, what do you think about this, and how do you think this will do? Do you think it can be a season that, not a season, but a show that will continue through multiple seasons strong, or do you think it'll just kind of fade off like after just a season or 2?
Well, it's only been 2 episodes in. It's kind of difficult to tell at this point. I'm really hoping that it continues going, because I was really disappointed when Heroes took a bad turn. I used to love that show until the 3rd season or whatever it was. But I'm really hoping that this show sticks with it, keeps doing what it's doing, because, like I said, that's potentially my favorite show. I want to see more seasons. I want to see what they did with 24. Make 8 seasons out of it. That would be great. So,
cool. Well, like I said, we're going to be putting a link to the description on the trailer, so you'll be able to go ahead and check that out for yourself. That's Last Resort. It comes on Thursdays on ABC at 8 o'clock. So be sure to check that out. 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Central, I believe. So go ahead and check that out for yourself.
Watch for the black man named Marcus.
Awesome dude.
He's black, that's all I gotta say. And he's the captain of a submarine, so.
Yes.
With 18 missiles in it. Nuclear missiles.
So, yeah,
watch for him.
Exactly. Cool. Hey, now next up on the Ellipsis Weekly Review, we're talking about Taken 2. Taken 2 actually comes out today. Came out today, midnight release last night. I haven't yet seen it, but I've only seen the trailers and what people are saying about it. It looks like it's going to be great. It looks like it's going to be a fantastic movie. It looks like it's going to just top the previous movie in all aspects. Storyline, like, every time I look at that trailer, I'm just thinking, like, it's getting real, like, all the time. Like, it's just got real again and again and again. You know, like, it's going to be nuts. It's going to be crazy. So I'm wanting to know what your thoughts are on this movie. What do you think?
Well, first, I'd just like to say the main character is Liam Neeson.
Yes.
He trained Batman. He was Obi-Wan's trainer. He saved his daughter the first time. He, even though he lost all his memory, he still knew how to kill people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a god. So,
he was Aslan, and he was
Aslan. I always forget.
Yeah, he was Aslan, and he was Zeus, making him,
a
god in 2 religions.
Forgot about that. He was a god in 2 religions.
But yeah. So what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking that it's 99% chance of being amazing, but there's always that chance with the sequel that they outdo themselves and it ends up not being as good as the first one. It's still, even if it's not as good as the first one, it's still going to be a great movie, but it still has that chance to outdo itself a little. Like,
yeah.
I don't want, like, I love the plot idea this time. It starts out with the mom and dad being kidnapped, so the daughter has to help. To start out with, that seems pretty intense, because as far as I know, that girl has no skill whatsoever. But, she's a chick, but anyway, we won't get into that. We don't want people hating Ellipsis. So, anyways, yeah, I think it's going to be a good movie. It looks like it has some great action, some pretty intense action, like the last one.
Yes.
Yeah, it has potential.
Like, I remember, and we're going to, like the previous thing, we're going to put a link to the trailer in the description. You can be able to see it. But the one part in the trailer, we're looking at him falling upside down through a staircase, like just a thing of stairs, just shooting people. Like, flying upside down, just shooting people like a boss. Like,
you said he's a god in 2 religions.
This guy, he's no joke. So, I'm just... We always have hesitancies with trailers, not trailers, but movies that are sequels, because like a lot of times they don't live up to the potential. But this one really looks like it's going to surpass it in many ways. And so, do you think this is going to surpass the past movie? Do you think it's going to be like on the same level? Or do you think it's going to do a little bit less? What are you thinking?
Well, like I said, it has the potential to do any of those. It all depends on how they do it. It depends. I mean, there's trailers that just show the best parts in their trailer, and everything else is garbage or just not as good. But it depends. I think it has a really good chance of surpassing it. I think it also has a really good chance of just being as good as the first one. I don't think it's going to be any worse than the first one. I really don't think so. I don't think the first one's going to outdo it in any way, but we'll see where it goes. We're going to have to see it to make my final decision, but it's a Liam Neeson movie. You can't go wrong.
Cool. So once again, we're going to be putting the link in the description to this trailer. So go check it out for yourself, and it definitely looks like it's a must-see. Taken 2 is out now in theaters, so you should go check it out. What's up, everyone? Here on the Ellipsis Weekly Review now, we're going on Borderlands 2. The game just came out a couple weeks ago. It looks really, really good. Now, I've played the first one. I played it with my buddy Kelvin. Kelvin's filming right now. And we've had an awesome time playing it, and it has great gameplay. My only issue with the game was because it is kind of like an RPG style game in a weird way, was that it was really lacking in storyline. The storyline was very vague. You're trying to find this vault, and like, I was just kind of like, whatever. You know, like, it was fun, but it wasn't holding me with the story. So the thing that really concerned me with this game, Borderlands 2, was that it was going to do the same thing. Now, the gameplay looks amazing. The gameplay looks awesome. So we're just trying to see if the storyline is going to be holding up with the gameplay. Now, David, what is your view on Borderlands 2? What do you think?
Well, I played it. I know you played it too. You only got into like the 4th mission, but I played it. Amazing gameplay. I mean, Game Pro gave it a 9.75. That's amazing. I will say that the story did start off slow, but it's definitely more complex and a more intense storyline than the first one. The first one I couldn't stand, so it was really vague. But the second one, after like you get through like the first 5 missions, which really doesn't take that long if you don't do all the side missions, you can go back and do them later. But the first 5 missions kind of set it up, and then out of nowhere there's like 3 twists in a row that you're like, what? I won't ruin them, but yeah. Anyways, I don't want to be one of those spoiler people.
Yeah, we don't want that on Ellipsis.
We won't do that. Nope, never. But, and just, the guns. There's like, I can't even count how many there. They regenerate randomly, so you get guns with different specs. There's guns that when you reload, it shuts the gun and acts like a grenade.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
And every set of gun has a mod to it that will randomly regenerate that when you shoot it, it sets people on fire and does extra damage. What else can you ask for? You get to set people on fire. So, anyways, I love the game.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Like you said before, I played it. I only got into like the 4th or 5th mission. It was looking like it was going to be a repeat with storyline with the first one. But what people are telling me, including yourself, is that the story is actually much more. It's much better. It's much more specific. So hopefully, we're hoping to see some great improvement. I'll be checking that out some more, and hopefully you guys will be hearing more about that later. All right, and
Jack is really ugly.
Well, once again, we're going to be putting the link to that trailer in the description, so go ahead and check that out. Go ahead and rent it for yourself or buy it if you're feeling like spending the money. But we'll be putting that link in the description for you to check that out. So thank you. So that's our show for the Ellipsis Weekly Review. Tune in next week. We're going to be reviewing some more shows, some more movies, some more games. But before we go, I just wanted to get your feedback on something. I want to get your feedback on the things that we've said so far about Last Resort, about Taken 2, and about Borderlands 2. Get your opinions on all that. Plus, with a little bonus little tidbit here, the iPhone 5 was just released. And so I want to hear your thoughts on the new iPhone 5. Do you think it's just a waste of money, or do you think, the 4G LTE is way too late to the game? Do you think the screen size is looking good, or do you think it's obnoxious? And how do you think it stacks up against the other phones that are out there, like the HTC One X and the Galaxy S30? So let us know what you think with that. This has been the Ellipsis Weekly Review. We'll see you next time.
Bueno.
You ready?
Always ready.
What you got?
All right, so that's our show for the Ellipsis Weekly
Start over.
Review.
Sorry. Take a second. Ready. Start over when you're ready.
Wait a second. I don't want to be obnoxious to everybody. Ellipsis.
This is awkward. Ready?
I'm ready. You ready? Alright. Ready.
Go.
Now. Alright. Taken, choo chicka taken, chicka chicka too too taken, Liam Neeson, chicka chicka Neeson, Aslan, Quagan Chan, Rasaku.